Okay, what else? Has anything crazy ever happened while shooting? Well, that's a difficult question because if you know trains, it's not real life. It's just on my computer. But I mean, I've failed many times while shooting with fraps. Yeah, I mean, I fail a lot. Like either a train goes backwards or derails, or let me think. Well, recently, I guess one of the funny things is that shot of George in the sixth episode of NWR Origins. That shot where George makes a cameo, puffing by James Hackenbeck. Well, so apparently, the invisible track, I had accidentally made it a loop or something. Like it was going the wrong way into the parking lot or whatever. And since James was, I didn't remember this when I put George on the. It was like a junction, and I had the point set the wrong way. So when George was puffing along, and since James was on the crossing, George literally turned around and went right through James. I was laughing so damn hard, and then yeah, what else? Let's see, what else? Yeah, that's the only one I can think of. I mean, I've always had footage of engines derailing by accident or accidentally going backwards instead of forwards. Oh, and yeah, I gotta add this, but I was once doing a shot of Gordon pulling the express, and then so I set up the train and I got it running, and got fraps running, and then it was a head-on shot of Gordon, um, and I started recording, and then halfway through the shot, I was like, something isn't right, and then I turned, I stopped recording, and then I turned around, and it was Gordon's tender, but it had Edward in front of it. And I was like, how the hell did I manage to do that? Am I that stupid? So yeah, those are really the only two I can think of. I've just had so many, yeah. Okay, next question. Oh my god, I'm over an hour now, so these are gonna be the last few questions. Let's see. What is your favorite Thomas special? Um, oh man, that's tricky. Man, that's difficult. I'd either say either Great Discovery or actually no, Adventure Begins hands down. I'll explain why in the review, but aside from that, probably Great Discovery, and then and more I watch it, I actually do like Hero of the Rails. I actually realize how good of a special it was, and also Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure was brilliant, and yeah, yeah. Venture Begins, and the Great Discovery would be second. Okay, what is your favorite kind of steam engine? Okay, I think I answered this before, but I'll just answer it again. It's the LNER A4, which Spencer is based off of. I've actually been in the Mallard. I've been in its cab, and I've seen it when the smoke box door opened at the Railway Museum in York. So yeah, I just love the design of the A4s, and then like as far as American engines, I have no idea. I'm more of an expert on English engines than American, which is sad. I probably say I like the design. I like Big Boy, the two bogey. I don't know. I just like big things, and I also like Connor's design. That those type of engines are pretty sleek. Pretty much anything that's either fast, big, or sleek. Yeah. Okay, so I'm over an hour now, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. But what is your favorite season? I think I already said this in a past video question, but season 5 definitely hands down. I mean it kind of nostalgia thing. I grew up with the Alec Baldwin episodes. I had all the VHSs from that season. Spills and Chills, make someone happy, Racers, Rescues, or Runaways, and Cranky Bugs. Yeah, it was just so entertaining. It was dark. It had so many crashes, and Baldwin's narration. I mean, it's not George Carlin, but he just seemed to fit that dark mood of the season, and yeah, and also the overall look of the season. How do I describe this? It must be the lighting. Yeah, the lighting in this season was perfect, spot on. It was a perfect balance. If you look at like season 3 or season 6, they're kind of dull, and then you go to season 4, it was way too overkill. I mean, it always felt like sunset, but then season 5 got it perfect. And also the models look stunning. The models themselves, the engines. It was the last season to use them, but I just love the way they. I don't know. Maybe it's just their shininess, but they just look beautiful. And then season 5. I know it's kind of split between the middle. Like fans either love it or hate it. It's an interesting debate. I'm obviously in the love it side, but I can understand why people don't like it because, it's unrealistic and all that. Everyone always brings up Rusty and the Boulder. But here's my opinion. I mean, yeah, some episodes are ridiculous, like Rusty and the Boulder, but here's the thing. They were entertaining. That boulder, oh my god, that was scary, I tell you that. And it's not, well, how do I just, yeah, it is. So I can understand why people don't like season 5. In fact, I'm going to be posting a video regarding that debate soon, but yeah, after season 5, I'd probably say season 4 actually. The Skarloey Railway engines, the sets of that season. Oh my god, those were astounding. My favorite shot from the whole Thomas and Friends series, or I can't name one, but my favorite shots are the shot of the lake and the castle in the background, and then also the cliff, where Falcon derailed, and then also that picnic area. It's an odd choice, but you see it, engines puff by, and there's a sign saying picnic area. Yeah, season 4 was just beautiful, and as far as least favorite seasons, I'd probably say obviously season 15. I also didn't like season 13 as well, but pretty much that whole era is shit. And then as far as the classic series, I definitely say season 6. It wasn't bad. It had some good episodes. In fact, it had some great episodes, like hit and miss, but it just didn't look very nice. Like I was saying, lighting, it was very dull, and the engine, yeah, it was just very dull. The engines lost their seemed to lose their color and shininess and so forth. Yeah, and Alec Baldwin's narration, and so yeah, favorite season 5, hands down. Okay, next, what is your favorite Railway series book? Um, Definitely Mountain Engines. I just love the kind of railway, and I've been to the Snowdon Railway, and you can see a video of my visit this summer, and yeah, I just love the design of the mountain engines, and I love Godred's story. It's just so morbid. I don't know. Yeah. And then also I was more of a fan of the later ones. The Gunver, Peter, well, whatever their names were. Yeah. Let's see what else. I also love I love Henry the Green engine, and then small railway engines. Yeah, I also love the narrow gauge engines, like Duke the Lost engine as well. And I had a book with all the Wilbert Audrey books in it, so that was such a childhood memory. And it's funny because my friend has it as well, and we just have so much fun talking about that. Yeah. As far as Christopher Audrey, I've hardly read any. I do own Henry and the Express, but that's it pretty much. So yeah, Mountain Engines is my favorite. Okay, so this is going to be the last question. All right, final question. Yay. what are your thoughts on Tobias and the Half Pariah and Tim Ghost Train: The Untold Story of Timothy? Well, they're good. Yeah, I really liked them. I mean, I didn't expect them to be bad at all. I mean, so with Tobias and the Half Pariah, he was pushing that back many years. So yeah, I was very impressed at how he came up with that story. I mean, it is kind of a generic story, but it's just so clever how he rewrote the characters. Like, Gordon's the bad guy, Duck's the bad guy, and so forth. And it's just a fun movie. I mean, it's not like masterpiece, but it's not supposed to be. It's a Thomas fan movie, and so yeah, I was very pleased with it. I'm looking forward to the sequel, which I think is coming out 2017. But yeah, I was impressed with Tobias and the Half Pariah. I don't know if I could make something that big. Yeah, it was just an enjoyable flick, and same thing can be said about Ghost Train: Untold Story of Timothy. Thing I really was amazed at is Timothy, this whole creepypasta thing. It's interesting, but it's a load of BS. Like, come on, that would be on the news. But it's such a simple idea, and Kane Fan 701 and Thomas Fan Forever, they managed to create a whole story based on this simple idea. And yeah, I was very impressed with it. It was very dark, and oh my god, that music, that was scary. I mean, it's, how do I describe it? It's not scary as in like, Shed 17 or Mad Bomber. It's scary as in, just the atmosphere. Like some of the other videos I mentioned in previous questions. Yeah, and I'm the voice of the old controller and Horror of the Kirk Ronan branch. I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out. So yeah, both are great movies, and to make a Thomas movie, you need a lot of skill. So if you manage to come off with something that's just decent, that's amazing on its own. So yeah. Okay, well, that's it. Last question I'm gonna answer, and thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. Sorry I couldn't answer every single individual question. Hopefully I did, but I'm sorry if I didn't. It's just that if I do the usual route of answering every question, this video would be like 4 hours long, and I just can't do that. So yeah, hopefully your questions were answered. If not, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them. And and it's been 3 years as of today since my channel was started. Or yeah, my first video was the remake of Toby's Discovery, and I can't believe how far I've come. I've got over 9,000 subscribers, which is just unbelievable. I did not expect that many. You guys are the best. I enjoy the support. You don't know how much the support means to me, and I feel like the Thomas community here, it's like a second family in my opinion. Thanks to all the voice actors, and people who have helped my series. Anyway, so I'm just gonna look at my channel right now, see what the statistics are after 3 years. So, as of January 12th, 2016, 3 years after my channel was created, I have 9,129 subscribers. Yeesh. My channel has 10,424,581 views. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Here's the 3 years of Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3. Yay. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.